Some people are funny, some people are freaky, some people are quiet, and some are just creepy. Everyone has a story that has to be told, an embarrassing anecdote as comedy goes. Some people are dirty, some people are clean, some people are normal, whatever that means. There's nights you remember that you wish that you couldn't. There's things that you saw that you normally wouldn't. Those kind of stories make this kind of show. So let's listen to some stories from the people I know. Here's some people I know.
What? I don't remember anything about a parking spot.
The spot out front, you mentioned it when I was hired.
Kirk, you want to throw me a line here?
Lori, we'll talk later. We got one of our best shows tonight.
Really? What's the lineup?
Oh, God, okay. We have the Slovakian Urinator, Redneck Roadkill, Hot Rocket Lesbians, Farm Animals That Smoke, and the Reef and Roach segment.
There's a little problem with the lineup tonight.
You're telling me this now? We got 10 minutes to showtime.
6 minutes and 20 seconds.
The urinator was arrested at the airport, and Hot Rocket, something to do with IBS? Peter, why don't you show your Burning Man story?
I love that story. That's a great story.
5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna tee you up, big guy. See you out there. Kung Pao!
So, basically, we have half a show tonight?
I was a tunnel rat back in Nam. My platoon abandoned me, all dead. Out of bullets, with only a knife clenched between my teeth, as I climbed by.
You weren't in Nam.
What does that got to do with anything? I wasn't a Kitty Hawk either, but I can tell you about flying. Now let's go get him, baby.
Welcome to People I Know, with your host, Peter Waxman. On tonight's show, we have Russell T. Nuts and Redneck Roadkill, Farm Animals That Smoke, television reviewers Reef and Roach, and a story by the Waxman himself. Help me welcome the king of comedy, the ladies' man of late night, the monsoon of funny, Peter Waxman!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever episode of People I Know. I'm your host, Peter Waxman. I know what you're thinking. What the hell is People I Know? It's a show about you. Yes, I am talking about you, all of you. We're looking for the best funny story ever told. Everyone's got one, and we want it. Tonight, we have two very special guests. We're going to bring them out. We're going to watch these clips about each of them. We're going to find out what they did, their story.
Ladies and gentlemen, Head McMahon.
Kung Pao!
Next up, a man all the way from the sticks of North Carolina. Russell T. Nuts! Roll it!
Good to go? Do I need to roll up this window?
Yeah.
Am I loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Alright, so here's the story. I used to hang out with this kid. We were like 10 years old, right? And I'd go to his house and just have a good old time, but his mom would go to sleep, and we'd have to go hang out with his dad to take care of us or whatever, you know, kind of our babysitter. And his dad was like the trailer park drunk. One night we were hanging out with him and his friend comes over and he's like, hey man, we gotta go do this. And we're like 10 years old and they were going on a drug run. And they couldn't leave us there. We're like kids playing in the corner with our G.I. Joes and shit. So they're both shit-faced drunk. We get in the back of this little Honda. Everything's going hunky-dory. They're swerving all over the road like drunk people do, driving 70 miles an hour with a couple of 10-year-olds in the back, you know. And he swerves across the street. Like he meant to swerve across the street.
Six or so together makes your heart ignite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight.
Motherfucker.
And we hit something. And he's like, got him, motherfucker. And he's talking to his friend like, get out there and get that motherfucker. They were taking this thing home to eat it. His friend has got this thing in between his legs, straddling it. And I guess, dude, we're about halfway there, and I hear this high-pitched squeal, and this possum has come back to life. It is trying to crawl up this guy's leg, and he's screaming like fucking Prince on fucking cocaine, you know? And he's like trying to bat this thing down with his hands, like fucking knocking it down. And my friend's dad just swerves over to the other side of the fucking road, stops the car, pulls out a little .22 and points it right between the guy's leg and shoots the fucking possum right in the fucking car. I mean, it wasn't like he even thought about it. It was like natural instinct. There's a possum in the car. Pull out my gun and shoot it.
What? Russell T. Nuts! Russell, come on out! Yellow?
Yeah, sorry to bother you, Mr. Waxman, but your niece is here?
Let her in.
So, these your girls?
Yeah.
Heavy.
Shit, I'd put a wig on a pig if she pay like she weigh.
I mean, I know what I would do at 10. I would cry, I would shit myself, and I'd scratch through the back window getting out of there like, this is too much for me.
Do you have any plans tonight?
What are you offering?
Dinner.
And?
A treat at my place.
For 5% raise.
I really didn't know what had happened until we were pulled over and the gun was out.
Under the sweater, over the bra.
Full feel up and a 10% raise.
I didn't know what was happening. You can say that all the time at parties. I didn't know what was happening until we were pulled over and the gun was out.
Naked in the hot tub.
Full producer title.
Kick your ass with a feather.
Corner office with a view of the hills.
You were a little G.I. Joe.
That didn't say I didn't cry myself to sleep, but...
Fist you up the ass, take a shit on your and eat a Twinkie out of your pussy, and you don't have to get me any coffee.
Throw in the executive parking spot.
Done.
Well, thank you very much for coming by, Russell T. Nuts.
Did you guys take care of the hotel, or...
Let's have another round of applause for Russell T. Nizzy. Russell, go see the bald man. Go get him. Go get him.
Okay.
Go get him.
I know that dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
Why don't we send in a story about your dog eating all our weed?
No, it's all good. I found it.
Omar didn't eat our weed?
Yeah, he ate it.
Is that what you got loaded here in this bong?
Kind of. You're high, right?
Yeah, dude, but...
But you're high, dude, right?
Whoa.
Now, since this is the first show, and since a good guy, me, doesn't ask people to do things that he or she wouldn't do themselves, I'd like to, let you guys meet me. Show you a story about me. Roll it! First time I went to Burning Man, I'm not an experienced drug user like the heavy drugs. Well, we took E, all right? So we took E. We get back to the camp, and I just thought it'd be really funny if I blew out a big fart in front of everybody. But the E, loosens you all up, and I just blasted a full-blown load of shizer in my trousers. I'm in this one-piece costume with combat boots on and a wig. I'm doing that wide-legged walk, just going, fuck, I just crapped myself. And it's porta potties, right? I get into the porta potty. I opened her up and it's nasty. But it contained in the underwear. Wow. I wear the tighty whities. I go to rip, I can't get it off. What is this stuff made out of? I'm trying to rip this thing off of me. So I'm like, all right, I'll just find a clean part on the side of the underwear and I'll gnaw through it to get it going, and then I'll rip it off. So, just about to start gnawing on my underwear, and the door opens, and this girl has got a flashlight. It's like a headlight. She goes, she slams the door. The beer falls down on my head. It's going all over my head. Her friend is like, what is it? What did you see? What did you see? She's like, I don't know. And I'm screaming back at her, I'm a person. It's just a person in here. I'm not doing anything weird. That was it. I chewed them off and got out of there. See ya. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. If you out there think you've got the funniest story ever told, please send a transcript of your story to 555 P.O. Box, Hollywood, California. And if your story is selected, then you'll be the next guest on People I Know.
Next week on People I Know, Georgette and her bisexual hot rocket.
I had to have thoughts to try and make myself have an orgasm. I even thought about Han Solo and a lightsaber.
The Slovakian urinator.
And I kick on her light, and I'm standing there with my D, and I'm holding it, and I'm like trying to go pee, you know what I mean?
You were really good.